Recently, the Presidential Transition Committee Chairman, and Chil-soo, visited HYBE, the agency of BTS. HYBE, the entertainment giant, has urged the National Assembly to reach a decisive decision on the exemption of military service for the members of BTS, the international superstars. Today, let us look into the military service exemptions. What is a required military service? Military service refers to a duty of a citizen serving in the military as a soldier. The military service system is largely divided into the draft system, where citizens are forcibly drafted, and the voluntary military system, where people volunteer their service. Currently, South Korea has adopted the draft system, and all male citizens over the age of 18 are required to serve in the military. The Military Service Exemption System. The military service exemption system does not exempt military service itself, but grants preferential treatment that allows a different method to fulfill the military service. Those exempted from military service enter the training center and receive basic military training. However, after the training, they do not join the military. Instead, they work for a certain period of time in their fields of expertise, which will be recognized as completed military service. In South Korea, military service is exempted for arts and sports personnel such as athletes or artists, professional researchers under postgraduate programs in science and engineering, etc. Controversy over military service exemption for pop artists. The controversy over the military service exemption is related to the definition of arts and sports personnel. Since the military service exemption system for arts and sports personnel was implemented, the definition of arts and sports personnel have been constantly changing. The current law only includes regulations regarding athletes, sports personnel, and fine artists, arts personnel. Sports personnel are those who achieve third place or above in the Olympic Games or first place in the Asian Games. Arts personnel are those who achieve second place or above in an international art competition or first place or above in a domestic art competition. There are no regulations on pop artists such as idols. Arguments for and against. Those in favor of applying the military service exemption system for pop artists argue that pop artists like BTS must be exempted from military service just like other artists, as they are enhancing national prestige. On the other hand, those who are against the exemption argue that when an athlete makes an achievement as a national representative in the international competitions, it may be considered an enhancement of national prestige. However, since BTS has gained commercial success as an idol group that belongs to a private company, they cannot be exempted from the military service. Some even argue that the military service exemption system must be abolished altogether. They claim that all regular citizens are obliged to serve in the military, hence, there should not be any preferential treatment for the athletes and artists.